All right, today's best performing stock in the S&P 500 wasn't a commodities-related company, as you might expect. Instead, it was technology firm Advanced Micro Devices. Let's head on over to Laura Lee with a closer look at what has investors buying this one. Laura, what's up?
Well, you know, this was a bit of a surprise today. AMD hasn't posted a profit in the last 11 quarters, yet the stock really rallied today, soaring more than 14%. That's the biggest gain since back in November. So what gives here? Well, the chipmaker was upgraded to Overweight over at Barclays Capital. The firm also raised its price target on the stock to $7 a share. That would be about a 35% move higher from here. Now, Barclays analyst Tim Luke says the PC market is showing signs of improvement, and that should help boost AMD's sales. AMD also has a string of new products geared for notebook computers coming out this quarter, and that could serve as another catalyst for the company. Luke says that the company is set to outperform in the coming months. Now, investor expectations for a turnaround are pretty high here, with AMD shares more than doubling so far this year, Carol.
Right, which begs the question, Laura, what about earnings? I mean, is the earnings picture looking any brighter for AMD?
Yeah, well, this is really interesting. You know, as investor expectations increase, we're also seeing analyst expectations on the earnings front coming up as well. For AMD's third quarter, for example, analysts are looking for a loss of about 42 cents a share. That estimate has been improving better than the 45-cent loss expected a year ago. So definitely a company to keep an eye on ahead of earnings due out about a month from now, Carol.
All right, we certainly will. Laura, thank you. Got another tech number that we want to talk about, and that is Apple. What will the company unveil at its big music event tomorrow, and who will do the unveiling? Will Apple CEO Steve Jobs return to the spotlight? Lots of questions. Off to Patricia Wu we go with more on this one. Patricia.
Lots of questions indeed, Carol. Let's start with what Apple may debut tomorrow. Those products will be the focus for the holiday lineup.
I think what we'll see is a new iTouch that likely has a camera in it, probably the same 3.2 megapixel camera that's currently available on the iPhones. Perhaps some increased storage. The bottom end of the range right now is 8 gigabytes, so maybe they bump the bottom end to 16 gigabytes for roughly the same price, or even down a little bit in terms of price.
And Bill Fernley Jr. of FTN Equity Capital Markets says there's a 50% chance of a new iPad and a slim possibility of a new tablet Mac. The blogs Apple Insider and HardMac.com are saying there may be a production problem with the new camera-equipped iPods, which could delay retail availability. But we spoke with several analysts who say they don't think there's any sort of glitch. So who might introduce the new products? Apple CEO Steve Jobs is likely to be at the event tomorrow, according to a research note from Piper Jaffray analyst Gene Munster last week. It would be Jobs' first appearance since his health-related leave, but others say they would be surprised by Jobs' appearance, which is likely to be a slight boost for Apple shares. Apple closed today at $172.93, up $262. There also has been a lot of buzz about the Beatles on iTunes, but most analysts say that they think it'll happen eventually, but are not expecting an announcement tomorrow. Carol?
All right, Patricia, thanks.